This is your first time in my life. My name is Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. I'm the apostle and pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, and my beliefs are deeply rooted in the ATRs. I want to say this live is for melanated people that practice the ATR, that in the church, that, when it comes down to real magic and spirituality, that's what I do. I hope that many of you, as you guys are being notified that we're live, I've always been a transparent spiritualist, and I want to share some things today that I think is pertinent to my spirituality and what is going on with me. And I want you guys, because many of you guys have been supporting me all through this process, even going through my anemia. But I want to share something with you guys. Um, I think it's President Saul, Monique,
Prednisone.
Prednisone. That is the medicine that they had me on. This medicine that I told the doctors that I was having adverse reaction. And I want y'all to understand something. I'm going to say some stuff, and I'm not trying to um, be mean. But what I want to explain to you guys is about when I tell you about taking care of your ancestors, when I tell you guys about taking care of your ignorance, when I tell you guys about the graveyard work, when I tell you guys what was going on with me, and I hope none of you guys hit the like button. I'm going to say some stuff. This prednisone side effect is muscle weakness. Monique can tell you, since she been here since yesterday
Yep.
to the day, that I've been walking all over my house.
Yep. Today.
I've been outside,
Just today.
slow,
Better.
but I received my highest dosage yesterday of 80 milligrams. And even though I had been telling the doctors that medicine, I was having an adverse reaction to it. I hadn't had, when they kept telling my son, they were worried about me having an adverse reaction to the blood transfusion. I've had 5 blood transfusions. I have had absolutely no only thing that I had adverse reaction to is that medicine. Why is that significant? I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna run this out. Muscle weakness to the point I couldn't walk.
At all.
I'm going from 52 years old working at UPS up and down stairs to I can't even walk.
Could not. You had to sit down every few steps.
Blurred vision, mood changes, depression. Let me tell you something them bastards did. They put a EKG or EKG on me,
EKG.
right? While they were upping the milligrams of the medicine, trying to create a problem because I don't have heart problems. When I tell you guys, I've never broken bones. I ain't none of that.
No high blood pressure. Nothing.
I've never had high blood. Even with this medicine, I still did not have high blood. It couldn't get my blood pressure up. Even with this medicine,
Wow.
because I've never had high blood pressure.
Right.
They took somebody that was healthy and it was trying to destroy my body through this medicine. High blood pressure, insomnia. Your mom knows. I couldn't sleep. Stomach pain. Remember Mother Susan? I kept telling you I was having episode early in the morning. So when I took the medicine, I would take it. I try to take it 4 a.m. in the morning. So whatever. So that's where I was having the stomach pain.
Right.
Okay. Then I've always had perfect skin.
Yep.
I had skin rash. I was telling them like, damn, what is this breaking out
That's
on
one
me?
of the side effects. Skin changes.
And I told them, I said, I'm not having all of the all that coughing y'all saw me having on like sporadic when it's like like this is I'm gonna tell you this. Praise is what I do. I couldn't even sing.
No.
I couldn't even sing. That medicine would tear me up. And yesterday, they gave me my highest dosage. Cause I'm still up on the influence. So I had Monique to go buy me some cranberries. So I'm flushing my system as we speak. Trying to get that medicine out of my body. Because I still got to go to my hematologist. And he had already said he could change my medicine. But I had to get my blood work done. And these other doctors were kept giving me, even though I was telling them in real time. So, weight loss.
You totally, you lost a lot of weight. A lot.
Not cause of AIDS, not HIV, not like it be the side effect of the drug.
Right.
Now, yeah, what y'all don't understand about me, I ain't never been no drug taker. Other than the amoxicillin, antibiotic for my dental, I've never had to utilize my my medical because I've never been sick enough to utilize my medical until this situation.
Barely take that.
Yeah, I take a lot of herbs and stuff. So, and dizziness.
Dizziness, yeah, for sure.
I was thrown off because of the medicine, and I told my son, I said, I'm having to fight for clarity. So a lot of times I would talk and I had to really focus my mind to actually articulate my words. Why is this I'm having this live today? With the track record of my prophetic ability. And I had Mother Susan on the phone. And I kept telling my son, I said, something is not right. So I gave him an example. Now, if I'm getting blood, right? The highest my hemoglobin has been for 4 pints of blood. It has been 10.5. When I was at this one hospital, I have received 6 pints of blood. My hemoglobin is 8.3. You know why? Because they kept taking blood after they gave me blood, which will automatically drop my hemoglobin. And I told my son, I said, just count the numbers. You know for a fact that 4 pints took my father to 10.5. What are y'all doing in there that no matter how much blood you get, you trying to put it on my blood is eating up my blood. But the truth of the matter, you kept taking vials and vials and vials of blood out of me after giving me blood. I'm telling him this. So I said to him, I said, I need to get out of here. Because they're not decreasing the dosage, they're increasing the dosage. And I don't want something to happen to me in real time. Now, what my son doesn't know that in my ETOP, when I received Oba told me nobody's going to care for me like I'm going to care for myself. Nobody's going to take care of me or what I got going on. My church, my website. You need to be personally involved, which I told him, I said, I'm going to be, I'm not going back to UPS. I'm going to be more focused on there. All of these side effects that I was having in real time, I'm explaining to my son. So I explained him about the movie Leah played in The Queen of the Damned, right? So this is why I'm telling you, I said our power is in our blood. And I kept telling him, I said, they keep taking my blood and I'm getting weaker. So remember the scene in the end when she was giving Assad his crown. That did weaken her, but not to the point she couldn't use her power. Right? And they kept coming at her, and each time she got weaker and weaker because our power of our ancestral magic is in our blood. And I kept telling him, I said, I can't stay in here because they keep weakening me. Now, I'm not going to tell the doctor that.
Right.
I'm telling you as my son what's happening to me in real time. That I can only hold this stuff off so long, and if I don't get out of here and they keep taking my blood, I'm gonna have less and less influence
Right.
of my magic. Cause right now my magic is holding me down, but if they keep taking my ancestral energy, I'm getting weaker. So I had to leave the hospital
Can't drive. Jesus.
and drive from Orlando. I had to get my own self. What I mean by my children have never known me to be a drama. If I tell you something, it is what it is. I've been labeled the prophetic pro. I told Monique, I said, had a young lady and she was a Capricorn. I said, I read everybody in that room. And she was sitting there astonished. It didn't matter if it was tech, whatever, doctor. She said, oh my God, that is how they really are. You know, she was laughing, but she was like in amazement. She only met me on the floor for one day, one shift. Why she got more confidence in my ability than you as my child done seen me call people out left and right? If I tell you something is wrong, why didn't you come and get me out of that situation? But I got my own ass out of that situation. But I'm going to tell you what happened.
Long drive. That's a long drive, y'all.
Orlando to my house is a ride.
It's a long.
To be up under the influence of a medication that was impairing my senses, my ability, because I was literally driving on the road, about to go on people because I was trying to balance my mind. I had to take a gamble for my own life. Because what I said, you want to tell me about a fucking doctor, what they talking about. You know how many lawsuits I done won for people talking about what the judge said? I don't give a damn about no judge. I don't give a damn about no doctor. I'm telling you what I see. He is the same child that said that he really expected to come see me in the hospital. But I was up preaching. My thing is, some of y'all ain't never met me a day in my life. It's true. Never seen. And why you got more confidence in what I said? If I tell you you're gonna be all right, what allows you just in 4 years? Monique do this, Clean do this. It get better.
Absolutely, all the time, every time. Never miss.
But why mine did not take my word? After not only things I've said to him, said like my kids have seen me get prophetically read people to the floor. Why did you not take my word and come get your father out of that hospital? But I got me out of there.
Yes, you did.
And weakened.
My God, you were so weak. I've never seen you like that.
When I tell you, I don't have to lie. Mother Susan can tell my voice. It's what it is. I received yesterday the highest 80%, 80 milligrams. So it's still in my system. So I'm not out of the woods yet. So I've been flushing.
So the way you're talking right now, I could barely hear you when we were sitting next to each other. And I had it.
She said she can barely hear me yesterday.
I could not.
Even sitting next to me.
I had to keep saying, and some stuff I just let go because I really could not. He could not catch his breath. His breathing was off.
My breathing was off. And guess what? They had already x-rayed me for my organs. They had x-rayed me. They didn't find nothing in my but that's one of the side effects of this medicine. Y'all, I'm not upset about the side effects.
Right.
I'm upset why when I told you what's going on with me, that it wasn't enough. My children have no reason to doubt me. Prophetically, spiritually.
You were shaking. I don't know if you know that, but you were shaking.
But I ain't doing it now.
No.
And the more this medicine get out my, when I say I'm literally, yes, I get tired because the medicine's still in my system, so I may doze off or whatever because I'm still getting the effects of the medicine. But the drastic difference between now and just today, it is, well, we about 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock.
My voice wasn't this strong.
Oh my God, I could not hear you. I couldn't hear you. I really could not hear you.
I'm not talking about the ego, and I appreciate all that. I'm talking about when I told you what was happening to me in real time. What about my track record did not afford you to listen to me? And if I'd have been in that hospital today, them people still been giving me that medicine.
Mother Susan said you were in bad condition. She knew something was wrong when she was talking. She said right here. She was on the phone when she was.
Cause I spent a lot of my time on the phone with her, and now I have a knot.
That's the edema, the side effect, which is caused by fluid retention. So you have a lot of fluid, which is caused swelling and knots all through your limbs. That's one of the side effects.
Edema. All of this happening to me. And guess what? I'm not. I just don't understand why my kids did not take what I said. With the track, like everybody don't have spiritual parents of my caliber, and they believe their parents. They trust their parents' prophetic word. You kept putting me on this medicine that was damaging my body in real time, and I told you it's something wrong. And mother said, so I broke it down to my son. I said, it's that scene. I said, what I'm explaining to you, my power is in my blood. Every time they take my blood, I get weaker. I can't let them take my blood. You got to come get me. And they still didn't come get me. I checked out almost midnight at the hospital, wobbling down the corridors because once I basically I got discharged against medical advice, right? Counseling. So I had to find a car.
Oh my God.
I'm walking down, walking down the corridors in real time. I get in the car. I start the car. So what I did was he said, Dad, I would prefer you to get a hotel. So I went and booked a hotel at Marriott, which is only 8 minutes. That's where I had my mom staying. And then that morning, I called them. I said, and I'm talking to him, and I've never done this. I've never put my son and Mother Susan on conference call. And she listened to what I was telling my son in real time. And all I wanted him to admit, but I still would have been in there. And I would still been taking that medicine. You can't get out of that. You did not come get me, so I had to come get myself. And I have a track record, who I am and what God has done in my life. And it wasn't enough to convince you to come get my dad out of that situation. And what I did in real time, I had to make a decision to call Sister Monique, that's a married woman, to meet me in my house. And I drove. I almost hit 2 cars because I was off kilter.
Yeah.
I'm still, I'm still up in the influence of that drug right now.
Not like yesterday. Not like yesterday. You're still a little under, but not like yesterday.
Because I've been drinking cranberry juice trying to flush it out my system. When I tell you guys, I'm astounded, not at these people. I got people all around the world that trust my counsel, trust my insight, trust my knowledge, trust my wisdom. Nothing I said made you to make a decision and said, I got to come get my dad. Because this morning, they were sipping and giving me that pregnant zone.
I can't imagine it. Not another dose.
And I told him, I said, if you don't do this now, I don't know where I'm going to be. If my blood level gets down to 3, my powers are not gone. I don't have the range.
Yeah.
You keep taking my blood. I need my blood to do my magic. My magic is in my blood.
Can't imagine another dosage. Oh my God.
And it was right now. I'm talking about right here, a swelling,
That's edema.
which is right here on this tablet of the side effects of this prednisone. Not because my body created, because the medicine created the problem. But mine would not adhere me enough. And there was no case that I built that convinced him that he needs to come physically get me out of that situation. Real time, I ain't talking about nobody. I'm telling you what happened in my e-talk. If I wouldn't have got my ass out of there,
You'd have been in trouble.
I'd have been in trouble for real.
I can't imagine them giving you another dose of that on top of how you was yesterday.
And they weren't lowering the dosage, they were upping the dosage. If you notice that I'm able to talk more and more through my lives without the coughing and all of
You
that.
haven't coughed no time today. I haven't heard you cough one time today at all.
And the only reason my body's projecting it right now is because that stuff is coming out of my system. This is the first day I have been able to sing. Not strong, but the first day I've been able to sing. I didn't know what was going on. And every time, because I still was taking the medicine daily, I take that same prednisone daily. And I was having complications.
So much better. Scary.
Perfect strangers. Trust me. And all you concerned about, I was getting into it with the people at the hospital. And rightfully what? So. Because the medicine was damaging my body in real time.
Breaking you down, for sure.
And you wouldn't listen to me. And they told me to my face, well, we're going to keep you on the prednisone, but we're going to up the dosage.
That's crazy.
Even though you having multiple of these side effects.
They didn't even try to tell you not to leave because they didn't want you driving.
Exactly. Because they knew they giving me medicine that was going to impair my vision, blah, blah, my son. Of course. But you would have still put me on the prednisone where I couldn't do it. Let me tell y'all something what I equate this to. Is date rape. When somebody puts something in your drink that impairs your normal faculties, that's why it's illegal. Because you're not operating in your own state of mind. You blur, you can't see.
Right.
You had me in a position that I could not do for myself because of the medicine. And you knew I was doing it. But once again, I don't care about that because I can deal with that later. I want to know why what I said to you wasn't enough for you to come get me. That a married woman had to come and help me today. Everything I need to get done, she took me to H&R. That stuff I had already told you I needed to get done. But you didn't come. But Monique, a married woman, and I kept telling her, I said, Monique, there's certain things that's going on with me that I'm a man and you're a woman, and I know you want to help, but I have no choice. And I'm telling y'all, she almost walked in. I was trying to pee because I with this medicine I urinate a lot, but I normally by myself. And she looking for a purse, so I said, Monique, because she doesn't she said in real time, she said, Apostle, I didn't even think in my mind that, yeah, I mean, no, I know it's duh, but yeah, he's a man.
Right.
And certain things are going on with him that I can't see.
Didn't come across mine.
She it didn't come across my. I said, that's why I was telling you why my son should have been here. But he wasn't. And I had to use who was making himself available to me. And we went to get my money done at H&R. She had took me to the job. She took me to the job. My supervisor helped me get my paperwork together for my disability, and she's gonna be taking me to Stewart. But I want to come in here in real time, y'all. Yes, I'm doing better, but I'm not. The medicine is still in my system. But the drastic improvement of my faculties and my functioning and my ability to walk, my the stomach pain's gone.
You wouldn't have been able to cross your legs.
Yeah.
You couldn't do that. You could not have done
And I was telling Mother Susan in real time, I said, Mother Susan, what I'm really doing right now, I'm in my bed, touching my legs. I said, I feel my legs. I was kicking my legs, and because that medicine had impaired and caused muscle weakness to the point that I couldn't feel my legs. And they was trying to swell my legs.
You walked into the store, you could not even move in the left side.
Mm-hmm.
You had to hurry up and find a seat, like you couldn't even get to
When we were yesterday, I had to get a computer, a laptop, and I had to go immediately and sit down. I've been walking today, this morning. I've been walking all. I have a nice size house. I've been from front to back, outdoors, outside, all of that, and still coming on my live with not winded. That's me. That's the real me. And I'm not even 100, and it sounds better already.
You loud.
What? Why didn't you believe me? Why didn't you make a move? There's nothing about my life that you shouldn't took my word for. Just you could have followed me blindly. That's how accurate that you have known me as a father. Even you didn't even know what was going on. I'm the type of Negro you can follow me. I don't want people to follow me blindly, but I'm not here to misguide people. I'm the Negro. If you could follow anybody blindly, I would be that Negro, even though that's not what I expect.
that case, though, it should have been,
It should have been an easy call, but it wasn't. And I had to call you this morning to show you the massive difference.
Yeah, I was in the car. I was like, oh my God, you sound great.
No, I had to call my son this morning because I wanted him to hear I wasn't interested in nobody else. I don't care about doctors.
Yeah.
We still gonna do what we got to do. But I want to say, I wanted him to hear. Oh yeah, Dad. Oh my God, you sound so much better. If I would have stayed in that hospital, and it was nothing that I said to you, pleaded with you, that made you come get me. Because if it wasn't for me getting out there for myself, I wouldn't have this outcome.
No. Oh God, no.
Y'all hear what I'm saying? I don't know who y'all put over y'all property, healthcare. But when somebody don't want to listen to you, and somebody want to tell you about what the doctors say, and you may not have the track record that I have with my children. You might not be as prophetic as I am. You may not be as insightful as I am. You may not be a good reader as I am. But I'm a damn good one.
Absolutely.
And I read all them people without cars. I've always told y'all, I don't need cars.
No, you don't need no
I mean, I love cars. And what I love most is Tarot. I can't read them a lick, but I love them. I love to get read by Tarot because I understand the methodology behind it. But me personally, I would do the 72 names of God because it's fire magic. Because it's, to me, as long as I'm manifesting, a spell work. But I'm talking about me.
Right.
But do I need, with the spirits I have, I don't need none of that. Why did you make a move? Because talking about it, I'd have still been there. That's why I say action speak louder than words. The fact that you still would have had me in that hospital if I'd have allowed you. But I had enough sense for my own ass.
Thank God.
I'm going to tell y'all right now, I can't speak for nobody else. After this experience, even down to loved ones, you better have your own ass.
Yeah.
That's what I learned, and that's what my takeaway from this experience. Because even with my track record, it wasn't enough to commission. Even being the chief apostle, being a prophetic pro, being some individual that has a high accuracy rate of foretelling people certain things, it wasn't enough to make you come get me. But I got home.
Yes, you did. Yes, you
And
did.
you know who's here? A married woman looking out
Yeah.
for her chief apostle.
Yes, sir. That's right.
You know I don't believe in this type of stuff.
No.
But I had to do what I had to do. Because you didn't do what you were supposed to.
Yeah.
But I get it done. I want y'all to know what hinders family is they think they know you. What hinders family from doing right by spiritual people. And the Bible said a prophet is not without honor except in his own house, his own country. That's some real shit. Because you would think me being who I am would just seal the deal, so to speak. But it wasn't enough. So I didn't come on here to be a lone winner because we got to go to Stewart, but I try to be transparent. I try to get y'all to understand in real time what is going on with me. A lot of the effects of this medicine, I can reverse it through my cleansing and all of that. But what bothers me the most is that with my track record, I still wasn't listened to. With my track record, should have been enough for you to come get me. And you didn't. And I had up on the influence, because I'm still up on the influence of that 80, the 80 milligrams.
But much better.
Much better. One more day of that dosage, it could have put me in a very bad situation that I wouldn't have been able to
Probably would have been
reverse.
comatose. If they gave it to you the way you were yesterday, I can't see how your body would have been able to handle that.
First of all, I don't take medicine, so I was getting the direct hit of that medicine. When you're not a medicine taker and you don't pop pills,
Yeah.
it hits you different.
Yeah.
But when you somebody that basically aversion
Yeah.
to that kind of medicine,
No.
that medicine hits you way harder.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say it again. There was nothing that I said moved him. I had to move my own ass. Because I tell people all the time, you better look out for
For
you.
you, that's right.
And all he was telling me is how critical I was and what the doctor was saying and why they were doing what they're doing. And I'm telling you that what this medicine is doing to me. Literally in real time. And I'm getting more of the symptoms, side effects. That's this. And that's what they was waiting on, the swelling. To justify, to use my insurance for other.
Right.
Them people smart. But they weren't smarter than God. But that didn't make you come get your father. And I kept telling them, I said, quite naturally, I'm going to have this and that there because that's one of the side effects of the medicine that you're giving me.
Right.
Stop giving me the medicine, I won't have it.
Right.
It's an easy fix. And y'all know a fire sign, the more you ignore what they saying, the harder they gonna get.
Yes, sir.
So, and I told the young lady, I said, listen, baby, I don't want to come up. I said, I need you to really go through my chart. I said, I'm telling you what they're doing to me. I talked to them girls. This is what's happening. All you ain't got to believe my word. Go through my charts. But this medicine is what's the problem. And you know what it is? They kept saying, Mr. Eli, I'm so sorry. That don't help me.
Do something.
But they got to follow instruction because shit runs downhill. And so if they didn't give me the medicine, they get fired. Because they got to do what they got to do. And if I don't take the medicine, then I'm non-compliant. Even though I'm telling you that this medicine hurting me. That's why they kept talking about my lymphatic system. Because they knew eventually this medicine was going to cause what?
Edema.
Yeah, edema. They was going to create the problem to justify their means. And my son was going to sit there and let me go through all of that. Until they got me to a place where I was too completely weak. But God.
But God.
But God.
But God.
But God.
Do it.
Fuck that.
Serious.
In real time.
Yes, God. Yes.
Y'all. In real time.
Real time.
Thank you, Mr. Bobby,
Yes.
for letting me use your wife for
Yeah.
today. But
Yes.
not today, Satan. And I'm not. It's a series of things that are going on. And like I said, tell y'all guys, I'm strong enough to do magic anywhere on planet Earth. But they kept taking my blood, which was weakening.
Yeah.
But I got 8 8.5 or 8.3. That's a whole lot of shit I can do.
It might be higher now. It might be higher in this.
It doesn't. Like I'm saying, your power's in your blood.
Yeah.
That's your ancestry. So my spirits, they kept taking my spirits, and kept taking my spirit. And like in that movie, and I'm telling my children in real time what is happening to me, and it's no alarm. That's something they gotta reckon with.
Right.
I'm gonna get my shit together.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna get my shit together.
Yes, sir.
Up on the rest of this influence of this 800, because sometimes I doze off, I do it. And get this stuff completely out of my system, because it might take a couple of days to get out of my system. But I want y'all to know that I didn't have a good enough track record, even with my own children, for them to make the right decision. I had to make that right decision for myself.
Thank God you did.
So you might be in my situation, you might not be in my situation. When you see something going on with your loved one that is obviously not who they are, why that don't send an alarm off, I don't know. When they're not talking the way they have always talked, that's just an alarm off. These medicines, I have adverse reaction. And the people that claim to love you should recognize when you're not operating in your own character, you know. That's what the sad thing was about. My favorite Oshun. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
The mere fact that you knew in real time that I was not operating in mine. I'm talking about my loved ones.
Right.
Nothing alarmed you. Daddy don't really walk like that. Daddy ain't never did that. You arguing back and forth with the doctor is a waste of time.
Right.
Don't put that shit in my father's system.
Right.
That's when you know something ain't right.
Right.
What we gonna do? Because y'all got more than one steroid for him. What we gonna do? You're not gonna keep ordering that medicine.
Right.
See, this is when you understand the assignment.
Right.
All I know, that is not my father.
Right.
All I know, that's not my mother.
Right.
All I know, that's not my auntie. All I know, that's not my cousin.
Right.
And what you're doing, it's not working for them. You might find another regimen, but that regimen itself,
It's not working.
because that's not them. The mere fact that you are still allowing them to give me that medicine, it's a problem in itself. It's a problem in itself. And the amount of damage that medicine would have done to my healthy body.
Oh my God.
Thank God I caught it when I
Thank
caught
God.
it. And so I can reverse the effects of it.
Thank God.
But that still doesn't change. That no matter what I have done over these years, I built a platform based off truth, reality, and accuracy. None of that equated for you to trust what I said. Because you believe the doctor. A lot of y'all don't realize, and I'm going to say this to you, a lot of y'all don't have the faith to believe God on a certain level. And you shouldn't be in charge of nobody's shit. Especially if you are caring for somebody that believes in their spirituality. You can't make decisions for people that are being guided by divine.
That's right.
Because you don't know what the egg gonna want them to do or why the egg gonna wants them to do.
Right.
Because that's not what leads your life. And that's fine. But you cannot make a decision for people that are spiritual.
can't.
A lot of y'all think because you biological or you this and that, you don't perceive the world the way
Right.
that your father, mother, cousin, auntie perceives the world. And therefore you cannot make the proper decision for their well-being.
Right.
Being somebody's child is not enough. Parent, not enough.
Right. No.
Not when you're not spiritual. Not when you're not spiritual. And I hope that what I shared today was significant enough for some of you guys to take out the time and make better decisions, especially if you're in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi, and Palo, or Congo, or any of these AETRs, and you got loved ones trying to make decisions for you. They can only come from the aspect of their own awareness.
Yeah.
It's just not enough. That was a bad call.
Very bad.
And could have caused me a lot of danger. But God,
Love God.
but Egum.
Yes.
And now we're gonna be leaving, going to my hematologist to get my get the rest of my paperwork done. I want to encourage you guys. It's not that I don't know that I'm gonna be all right here on after, but it's this very hurtful that I've had the track record for so many years, and it was not enough to make you, convince you, compel you. And none of it was out of ill intent. A lot of black people like to say, but it wasn't my intention. It doesn't have to be a bad intention to have a bad result. A lot of us feel like, because I didn't intend for something to be turn out for bad, doesn't mean that it didn't turn out for bad. Even that's why they have accidental insurance. Doesn't mean that you went out there to actually hit somebody,
Right.
kill somebody,
Right.
but you did.
Right.
Intention don't mean nothing,
Mm-hmm.
bad or good, when things are happening.
That's right.
And do I think my son intentionally with heart? No, of course not. My problem is my track record with you was stellar, that it should have been enough for you to take my word for it, and my word alone. That you could have followed me blindly through this situation, and I would have been in a better position 2 days ago instead of just today. 3 days ago instead of just today. Because every moment that medicine kept going into my system, it was causing me problems. I couldn't imagine a month. Like, I've been on this since day one. My doctor told me that he only wanted me on 2 months because he knew it was a strong steroid. But the hospital weaponized it against me. I've been peak game. And because I peak game, I was letting him know what was going on in real time, and it wasn't enough. That's all I'm saying. Who my kids know me to be, they should have been there to follow me blind. With having zero understanding, zero the direction. Dad, you good for that. And it wasn't. All right, guys, thank you so much for the support. I'm gonna get a lot of stuff done so me and Sister Monique can get out of here. We're gonna be headed to Stewart, and I think that even in real time, y'all can see how the the coughing and like a lot of stuff that I was going through, you can still see it dwindling and slowly coming out of my system. It's just another learning phase of my life. But I thank you so much, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to share this with you in real time, real space. And if you find yourself in a situation like that, you got to save your own. Save. Trust your gut. Trust your ancestors. Save your own ass. You know, you can worry about and correct all this stuff later, but do what you need to do best for you. I think that's my biggest lesson in this. I had to still get up and do what I needed to do best for me, even though I was still up under the influence of this particular drug. Okay? So thank you for share, thank you for likes, thank you to even everyone that has been going through in this process. And I've said this oftentimes, I'm not sick. I have a blood disorder, and if I manage it correctly, I will not lose my quality of life. Some things you can change, some things you can't. But how you handle it, how you take care of yourself, is how it evolves all the time. And I'm willing to do what I need to do to take care of myself. And I need to do more of taking care of myself on my own. And I hope that many of you guys, whether it's you or somebody else, that what I'm talking about today, that's my platform for Black Issue. Sometimes people don't know what's best for you, even though they love you. And they won't hear you because they think they know. So, thank you, and thank you.